We're back here again, going to the hideaway. It's a little bit cloudier than it was last time, and there's a slight chance of rain, but we're not gonna let that stop us.
Yep.
So,
Nothing's gonna stop us.
nope. If it rains a little bit, that'd suck, but not the end of the world. But I definitely hope it doesn't rain. I don't know if I showed you guys this last time, but that's the view we're working with, at least at the start. Big ass mountain. Ran into some really nice people. It was an older couple.
Yeah.
It's like probably my second time only ever seeing anybody up here. But there are some houses like a couple miles down the road, so. And they didn't bring a car or anything. They were walking, so my guess is they live around here. But they were super nice. Waved at us like 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
And eventually we passed them on the trail. And they were like, oh, okay. Yeah, stopped and talked to them about the trail in general. The entire trail is like 18 miles long. It's fucking huge.
Yeah.
You come up to this little creek right here. I used to try and fucking jump onto those rocks and then jump over to the other side. We call this Oscar's way because he's a lot smarter than I am. Saw some logs over here. Just stepped on the logs to get over. Instead, my dumbass was over here trying to fucking jump that big ass thing. But we're almost there. We're probably about 3/4 of the way there. Probably only another 10-15 more minutes to go. Finished the last of our inclines. Made it to the high point of where we're going. And then from there, it's a little bit downhill to get to the creek. But then we are essentially there.
And my calves are burning.
Yeah, it fucking destroys your calves. One of the more difficult parts of getting to the hideaway because it is super dense forest. There's no trail. I got the map up here.
You're whacked by trees.
Yeah, like I gotta push through this. There's like nowhere to go except for through all of that. So yeah, but we are almost there. Okay, so the goal is to find a flat rock that goes over the top of that. The problem is we can't.
There's no rocks.
Hopefully the solution is I've got this thing and I've got another rock that I can smash on top of it to hopefully be able to chisel one out. But this is a brick chisel, it's not a wood chisel. It's not really sharp anymore. It's been used quite a bit. So yeah, we'll spend a couple minutes trying to find a top for that. And if we can't, then we'll just start on the next project, which is like kind of digging a little line across the sides of it so that we can kind of get the walls that we're going to build buried in there and more connected to the ground as opposed to just throwing it on top. So that's the main goal. The main goal is for the fireplace. Let's go look for one. Like a little. That's sick. All right. So the main problem is we built it so wide that it's hard to find a rock that's long enough and isn't fucking 400 pounds. And also isn't like thick. It needs something that's a little bit smaller. We already looked this way. Let's try to look elsewhere. We already looked over here. Yeah, let's just go that way. Just watch out for that bee's nest. It is right there, yeah. Not really much further to go. So we can try tracking over here. But mainly all of the rocks are going to be down by the creek. Yeah, I'm not seeing shit over here. Alright, let's go the other way. Guess let's go back to the creek. I'm worried that we're not going to be able to find one whatsoever. But I'm sure we got it. Shit. Okay, hold on, let me fucking not drop my camera here. Like, that rock would be perfect, honestly. I didn't even see that one beforehand. That one might work. Only thing is, it's fucking huge. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is still pretty cloudy out, so once again, hoping it doesn't rain. This creek is just so beautiful. Don't get much better than that. Should we try that rock?
This one or this one?
That one. I just realized I was pointing at the wrong one.
Yeah.
All right. Found that big ass one. But yeah, might just be able to make it to the first part. Maybe this one looks like it's on. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to build in one more. Alright. So, we came to the conclusion that the entrance is too wide. So we're gonna stack it up one more in. So the entrance is a little bit narrower, so we can stack a rock on top of it without having to find a super duper big one. It took like all our fucking strength and two of us just to bring that little boulder over.
Good thing we go to the gym though.
Yeah. So get the mud and stuff. I wonder if it's moist enough. So, okay. Definitely need a little bit of water. Not as much as I need.
Let's go get some water, guys.
Water.
Yep. Nice. Right. Let's go back.
We got some water in the pit. Just to grab as much dirt as you can, throw it in there.
Little shelter right there. You can see took off the roof so we can. That's why there's all these trees right there. But this will be all cleaned up.
Wanting to try and set that at. That in the middle in between us, and we got a bitch out of the way. Find out which rocks kind of fit the best. I would say that one probably. Right there. Like that. Not even.
use the mud to fill the cracks so the smoke doesn't come out and, you know, just smoke us out, you know, like, because if we don't fill the cracks, then it could be a problem. But that's what we do with the mud right now. It's pretty fun, to be honest. We just play with mud, you know, stacking rocks on top of each other, building a fire pit. But I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you ever
Alright, we're gonna go wash our hands in the creek. And then we're gonna wait for that to dry, so probably not till next time we'll be able to throw a rock over it. But I'm gonna start digging a little line around the surrounding just so we're able to put up some walls. So we'll be right back. As previously stated, we are going to kind of dig around the outline of it. Give us a good slot to throw some logs into, so that it's more connected to the ground as opposed to just throwing them on the ground. Get this all set up. You can use my hatchet. My hatchet has a little pick on the back of it. And I was gonna use that instead of my shovel anyway. Or like the back side of my shovel. Yeah. There we go.
just start digging holes, making a little trench or whatever it's called. I don't really know.
Shovel's a little muddy, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, literally just give you one to use. It's kind of like long here. You get a little drawing. A long, ow, son of a bitch. A little stick. You're good. I just wasn't paying attention. But yeah, just kind of along all that. Yeah, you want to start on one side, I'll start on the other. You pick your side.
I'll do this side.
Little recap. We got this little trench dug around the outside of it. I got 2 logs stuck in up, but those are just placeholders. We'll rework them. Some more logs right there. And then kind of chip off the edges of these ones so that make them a little bit easier to just kind of drill into there. Update with the fireplace is we ended up building in 1 more layer in so that we can hopefully fit that rock that's behind Oscar over the top part of it right there and make us a nice little opening right there. But because we can't find a singular rock to go over all of this, we're gonna have to put one just over this front part and then stack other rocks along it that way. Obviously leaving space right here for the chimney. And yeah, that's pretty much what we got done today. Took about 2 hours. And yeah, so sun's starting to go down a little bit more, so we have a decently long hike, so I figure we should probably get out of here. So yeah, we're gonna start heading back. Oh, we have been blessed with this scenery for sure. We'll always stop at this rock on the way back, just because there's a fucking, it's kind of hard to tell on the camera, but you can get a view of the mountains with the sunset, and the camera does not do it justice. It's just so pretty. But yeah. All right. Thank you all for watching, especially if you made it this far. Put some notifications on if you feel like it, just so you can get constant updates whenever we're out here doing shit like this.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah, again, thank you all for watching. This is the day after Christmas, so we're a little late on it, but yeah. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.